Hey guys, this is Triple MRNO. I want to restart this YouTube channel again and try to help people out with this new update that's about to be dropping on us. This new update is gonna be unlike any others. You're gonna have a lot of different clans in Clan War League, and this is sponsored by Supercell. So the benefit to this is that it's gonna be official. You're gonna have the loot, whereas the actual CWL didn't have any loot. Anyways, before I get in details of that, I'll get into details of that later. But the purpose of this video is an introduction to what I'm going to be doing in this channel. This is not an actual video, but this is just an introduction to the channel. So what I want to do with this channel at this moment is basically teach people how to do 3-star war attacks. How would you go about it, how to do a scout, how to, after you scouted, how to prepare a strategy to attack that base, and then once you have an army that you want to attack with hogs, bowlers, bow witches, whatever you want to do, then you want to get a strategy for funneling. Do you need funnel and whatnot, and how would you go on and attack the actual base. So as you can see, we're doing pretty good in the clan as going so far. The Clan War League that's about to come up is gonna be huge. It's something that's going to change the way Clash is being held. So the details of this is that you're gonna have 8 people. You're gonna have 8 clans in a clan league. You enter the league, then what happens is that after you enter the league, you're gonna be matched up against other clans, 8 different clans, and your goal is to become the highest in that clan. It's gonna be a war of 15v15, so it's gonna be a very small war. It's not gonna be huge as 40v40 or maybe 30v30, something as big. And there is total of 18 league tiers. So basically, if you're a beginner tier, you're gonna be matched with the other beginners. If you're a higher tier, you're gonna be matched with higher tier people. So that way it's fair in a sense that you're getting matched up with people they're similar in strengths and weaknesses as you, and you try to improve yourself to go to the highest tier possible. And I'm not sure, this could be just me. I think the Supercell is going to do something where the higher tier you go, the more loot that you could possibly get. So that's basically it. Other things that I would also be talking in this clan, in this channel, is that something about the tools that are available that are not sponsored by Supercell, but this is something a clan like us, clan like my clan, who are very active in war community, like we like to go hard in war. In that sense, there is a tool that we use, Discord. I'm sure many of you guys know how to use, about it, how to use it and stuff like that. There are also other tools such as Google Hangouts and something like that, alternatives. If you don't like one app, doesn't mean that you necessarily have to use that app. There are plenty of apps available out there that you could use. So I'm going to be talking about that, how and why you should use it. How does it benefit your clan? How does it benefit in terms of attacking, in terms of attacking, defending and stuff like that? How do you plan your war hits? How do you organize yourself that way that in a war the bottoms are cleared and the tops are also being cleared as well. Nobody's perfect, but you could have always have perfect wars all throughout. So keep in mind that I'm also going to be doing war recaps. So basically any war that us sort of Fate have, I'm going to be doing a war recap on those. So basically I would go through and find an attack that somebody has 3-starred and explain how they got that 3-star and how they achieved on doing it. I won't know exactly how they thought about. Not everybody plans with me on Discord, so whoever did plan with me on Discord, I could probably explain to you why we choose that. And there are some processes also we go through, such as somebody hits a base, they miss it, somebody else comes in and they clean it up. Example of this is right here, number 3. No, I didn't 3-star it right off the bat. I had Ares hit it first, and we had a miscalculation on that. He got 71%. We had a miscalculations on that, and then he was able to go ahead. After I saw what he did, we came up with another plan that just a slight tweak. It's not even an actual like a huge difference of the plan. It's a slight tweak that helped me get from 71% to a 3-star. So my goal is to help you guys do that, so when the clan war leagues actually is there for everybody, we know how to prepare ourselves and we know how to 3-star. That way we could like go higher in that tier. Hopefully Supercell won't disappoint us. They're gonna make it so if you are in the higher tier, you might be getting a better bonus, such as gems. I'm hoping somewhere along the line of gems, books of heroes, books of troops, books of building, books of everything, something that gonna help out the clan a lot. So without further ado, I do want to show you guys something. I guess you could say bringing up something something from the old days. This is an attack, like I mentioned, number 3. This is something that Senpai did first. We were on Discord and we talked about it. He and I, we got a plan. So basically he's gonna, this is a fresh hit that he did. We just wanted to test out if there was any black bombs. And because he's gonna drop the electric dragon, he didn't want the electric dragon to be zapped right away. So this side worked out well. Now the problem is the wizard up here. The wizard up there by the 10 o'clock, that it did not funnel the way that we wanted it to. So what happened, he had to drop a second wizard, but it still didn't funnel as fast, and there was a Tesla there. So that made that whole funnel on that side a big problem. And the siege, the wall wrecker, it went all the way in and he just got destroyed. Just got wrecked right away. There was nothing that he could have done on that, on that sense. So it kind of had a waste of, wall wrecker and Pan Castle troops, which is huge in terms of attacking and getting a 3-star. He does that, and then his queen also walks outside. So those were a couple of mistakes that he made. His goal was to come all the way down through and get the town hall, the king, the queen, everything around here. So he wasn't able to get that. So there was nothing that he could do. He just went in and scouted all giant bombs that the hogs are gonna pass towards and see where they're at. So he just dropped his heal as he went by for the rest of the attack. This is kind of a spam hog drop. That's one of the strongest drop too, just because the hogs, they're together and he failed. Not in the sense that he failed, his plan didn't go as planned. There were some minor tweaks that this base had that he didn't know about since it was a fresh hit. He tried his best to get it 3-star the first time, but he wasn't successful. That doesn't mean that he had a failed attack. He had a great scout for somebody down the line to come in and clean this base up. So since it was Ares and I, we planned together, and we both realized that what was a mistake of it, we just both went in and 3-starred this base. So let me show you how I 3-starred it after the attack that Senpai did. So after I saw his attack, we realized that we need 2 Electro Dragons for funnel instead of 1. I still brought in that loon. Just, you will see why. I thought there was something else. I thought I would get it, but I didn't get that black bomb. I was just intuitively placing it there. So I got 2 Electro Dragons making that funnel. I have a Golem tanking for that wall wrecker so it can go all the way in. So I don't have to use a jump in the first 2 layers of wall. And also it gives some tanking for my heroes to go all the way in and to get the town hall. The CC tour comes in, I drop a poison, I have a jump ready for the belts to go around and get the enemy queen all the way down here. She's all the way here, but as soon as they're in a rage, they take out the eagle and then they just go in and attack the queen, and there the queen goes. The queen is down, which is free. After the queen is down, then you were ready to send in the hogs. So I start sending in the hogs a little bit differently but similar style. Meanwhile my queen takes out the town hall. I still have that golem tanking for the queen, and as the hogs come in, I already know the pathing because Ares already attacked his base. He already showed the pathing, and after that I just dropped the heals as the raid progressed. I saw where my hogs were at and I just dropped the raid heal there, and pretty much I had a swag heal in this attack. The hogs just clean up. So one thing to mention, I usually like to take 5 hogs for my cleanup, so I would spread the 5 wizards for my cleanup, so I would spread the wizards all throughout the base. That way I could have this cleanup going through nicely without having something not cleaned. I like to start all throughout the base. Like once a part of the base is, say for example the defenses here, if they were cleaned by those double giant bomb, if they were clean, then I would spread my wizards, start my wizards from there, and as the hogs progress throughout the base all the way down towards 6 o'clock, then I would just spread in more wizards to help with the funnel. But here's a simple attack that I just did. Not just did, it was 2 words before that resulted in a 3-star. I wasn't just able to go ahead and get that, Senpai wasn't able to just go ahead and get the 3-star right away, but that doesn't mean that he had a failed attack. He has a great scout. I just went in behind him and cleaned it up very nicely. So that's the way we were here at Sword of Fate, and I want to give our ideas and strategies in succeeding in clan wars, which is gonna be great importance when it comes to clan war league, because you can only have 1 attack. So everybody is gonna have 1 attack only. That means that if you do not 3-star on your first attack, there is no one else can back you up. In essence, that when an attack like Ares did in a Clan Wars league, that would have been it. We weren't able to clean it back up behind him. So what I want to do is go out and give a couple of strategies that we use, because it's not that he failed on that attack that made it, so he can't do anything. Both of his hits were fresh hits. He might have failed on one of them. Right here, he might have failed on number 3, but he went ahead and 3-starred on number 4. That's a fresh hit. That's not a scouted hit. That's a fresh hit that he did. So don't get discouraged if you don't 3-star in the first one, but as long as you can gather a plan, work with your team, you should be able to 3-star more often, and you should be able to 3-star more just fresh base. You might not need a scout if you know how the troops are gonna react in that base. So basically that's gonna be more gist of it. I would like to go into more details on why we choose different troops, why this troop is better in this base and vice versa. And there's gonna be all the different types of troops, not just one troops. You're not just going to see one troops in action. You're going to be seeing, you know, electro dragons, hogs, witches, bowlers, hound, loon, you know, baby dragons, pekkas, and golems, everything. The valves in CC, you're gonna see them all interact and are able to 3-star. So hopefully you guys like it. Let me know what do you guys think about this. I would be starting this, and then probably I would do about every 2 days, so every war day, or like every other day. So I would skip the war day to plan with my team, and then I would actually make the video on the days, you know, the prep days, like today, which is a prep day. It's, you know, we just finished the war, so it's a prep day, and go from there. And so that's the schedule I'm trying to stick with. Let me know what you guys think about this idea of restarting this channel and going in on this type of layout. If you like it, let me know, comment, like, subscribe, follow us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram. I will leave the links in the description for everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave your thoughts. Thank you.